Yeah, say to your senior self.
To my senior self? Oh my gosh, I don't know. What do I don't even have my life planned out now.
Senior self.
Did I say something to her?
Yeah.
Oh, I bet you're still awesome, so I have no critique.
I hope you know what if you want to do pre-law or pre-med, so get that figured out soon.
Hi, my name is Ben Oliver. I'm from Jonesboro, Arkansas. I'm a freshman.
My name is Ben Oliver.
So I'm Hannah Clayton. I'm a freshman.
My name is Hannah Clayton.
My name is Caitlin Horton. My name is Caitlin Horton.
My name is Logan Thornton.
My name is Logan Thornton.
Hi, I'm Miley Ray.
Miley Ray.
Hi, my name is Jaden Sheffield. I'm Jaden Sheffield.
My name is Olivia Stevens.
I'm Olivia Stevens.
Hi, I'm Emily Burgess.
My name is Emmy Burgess.
I'm Danielle Connor.
Danielle Connor from Meridian, Mississippi, majoring in public policy leadership.
And I remember I was in a computer science class and my phone rang and it was from Oxford, Mississippi. And I was like, guys, I gotta go. I have to take this call. And I picked up and they were like, we want to offer you a Women's Council scholarship. And right then I knew that I'm going to Ole Miss.
Interview process wasn't some stressful quiz about how much do you know about X, Y, and Z. It was just kind of felt like a personality match.
I wasn't in my best spirit that day, especially COVID was about to start and we just didn't know what was about to happen. And I just left that interview and was like, no, probably not. And got the call, got to Ole Miss, had the scholarship, and all I can say is that it was a world full of opportunity that I did not know would be waiting on the other side of the door.
I think it kind of just blew my mind once I realized what it really was.
Obviously, I had no idea what it was going to be. I had no idea how close I was going to get with everyone, and how much y'all are going to care about me. The transition here has just been so easy because if I have a problem, I can just go to someone.
And I've been just extremely thankful for my entire experience with the Women's Council, and it's given me so many opportunities and just opened me up to so many people in Oxford, so many people within the pharmacy school who I had no idea I would even know. And it's just been really great.
I got to meet so many amazing people. I got to build so many connections, and I had such awesome mentors guide me all the way through. I don't think my college experience would have been as fantastic as it's been without the Women's Council guiding me.
Women's Council experience has been amazing. All 4 years, even going back to my freshman year during the pandemic, that was by far the best part of that year. It was EDHE together, and that was, for some of us, that was one of the only in-person classes that we had. And I think, early on, we really got to know each other, and that's how a lot of friendships really got strengthened.
I love looking back at the scavenger hunt pictures because it's just, we were all so young and goofy and just trying to find these little crazy scavenger hunt things for EDHE class. And I love looking at those pictures because that's just a really great memory for me. It was like my first time remembering us hanging out as a big group and really getting to know each other.
I think it's a little bit cheesy, but I describe the Women's Council as sort of a family. It's just a group of people that really care about you and want to help you with whatever your goals are, as long as you're willing to kind of share what they are or share that you don't know what your goals are. Even then they can help.
I've been able to grow and as a result help others grow, all because of the Ole Miss Women's Council. And I think that's something that's a big part of the experience, is pouring into others. You receive it, but you're also expected to give it back to others too. And that has just taught me the importance of giving back in philanthropy that I never knew I could learn in college.
The biggest impact Women's Council has had on me would be through the life and career mentors. I've met a lot of really great people.
The mentors I have are just amazing, and the connection wouldn't have been there without Ole Miss Women's Council. There's no way I would have been connected to such amazing women if it wasn't for Women's Council. I just really appreciate them taking me in and being so open to being with me.
The mentorship programs have been the most impactful for me. I think all levels of them. I love getting to connect with the council members themselves through things like Council Connects and having those faces. Sometimes our events can be a little bit intimidating.
I really think it helped me be like the kind of person that I wanted to be before I came to college, especially starting during this COVID time, and a lot of, social settings and whatnot were really I don't know. I didn't really know what to do in a lot of them, and I think Women's Council helped me out with that.
I really think it's taught me to just be present and to make connections with people in every situation.
I think Ole Miss as a whole will just always symbolize the era of my college life. I'm not the same person I was a year ago, much less 4 years ago.
I have grown so much. It really helps me come out of my shell, and It really built my confidence. I learned how to talk to so many different people and be in so many different scenarios.
I don't think I can ever express enough gratitude and appreciation for what this program has done for me. And not just for me, but for my fellow scholars, for the entire Ole Miss community, for our state, for our communities. Because of this program, we are building leaders, and we are building people who are wanting to step into the communities and make it a better place.
I would just like to tell all the council members and the donors that they created an amazing opportunity here on campus. They created an amazing family, an amazing fellowship area. I didn't know this existed on campus until I got here, but I don't think my 4 years on this campus would have been anything like the way that they were if this community of great women and donors and scholarship donors, if it didn't exist.
The Women's Council does really good at doing all the little things to remember us, and like having free food whenever we go somewhere is so important. That's like, it makes it so easy. So we can go and we can enjoy stuff, but we're also college students. Stuff like that that's small. That's obviously not the biggest thing I'm thankful for, but like, y'all do a really good job about focusing on the little things for us, and that's really special.
Everything has had an impact on me. The smallest of smallest things of, having lunches at Carriage House when we had Chick-fil-A during finals week. I mean, like, those small things even had the biggest impact when it was like I needed a little pick-me-up during finals week. I mean, there's not one thing I can put a label to that I can say has had an impact, because every part of the Ole Miss Women's Council has had an impact on me.
I think the office hours honestly had the greatest impact on me. It was just such a relief to go in, just like be able to pop in and be like, here's how my day is going. Like, it's going bad, and like someone was there to like console me with that. Or like if I had something exciting going on, I could pop in and be able to tell them what was going on and have people celebrate me.
Every scholar would say this: if there's ever anything that we need or something that happened, we would feel comfortable telling them about it, and they would be there for us. And not every student gets to have this opportunity.
A lot of the Women's Council staff was like Women's Council mom and dad, because you just see them in the office and you see them at events, and they're always willing to, listen to you and help you out and be a really great piece in like your support network.
I know that my mom and dad, when they sent me to college, they did not have to worry necessarily because of the Ole Miss Women's Council. They knew that they were leaving their son in the best possible hands at this entire Ole Miss campus. And I think because of the staff, that my mom and dad could also relax and know that their son was going to grow into the best possible version of himself.
Thank you for being such a constant in my life. I know college is sometimes hard because you're like changing all the time. And I feel like it's just so comforting when you can walk into the office and they're always there for you, always can listen to any wild story that you want to tell. They can help you with anything.
To the staff, thank you for listening to my rants, seeing me in my worst moments, seeing me cry, seeing me laugh. Just being here, like, I needed that support. Yes, my family's only 20 minutes away, but it's just different knowing that I have somebody like right down Business Road that I can go to.
Thank you for always being a shoulder to cry on, an ear that listens to me, for always guiding me in the right directions, for taking the time out of your day for whatever little crazy request or question I had.
4 years of college, Women's Council has kind of been like a anchor for me, like a grounding kind of community.
With Red Plate Suppers, we get to see all different women on the council and hear from great speakers as well.
At Red Plate Suppers, I get to learn more about the person that is speaking, more about, their background, where they came from, why they're here, and that's something that I really, really enjoy.
I think we get good meal, fellowship with friends. It's really allowed me to get close to like other scholars.
Our first Red Plate Supper ever was probably one of the most special. We had to wear masks, and so we only got to have our masks off when we were eating, and we were sitting like with the garage up so we could have air coming in, but we finally got to have it. And I remember being like, oh, this is what the Women's Council is.
It's kind of pretty much a family, honestly. That's really what it boils down to.
All the different relationships, the friendships, I think that has just been by far the best part.
And especially the older scholars who had such an impact on me, because of them, I've been able to pour into the younger ones coming behind and into my fellow group that are around me. I think that's such a special element of the Ole Miss Women's Council that not many people see right off the bat.
WC Olympics, every year, like, it tops it, but we have so much fun, and I feel like it's really good because we get to get closer with like the freshmen.
My favorite Women's Council memory would be when we went to Nashville. That was the second time I had met Margaret Barker. That's where our relationship really began to bloom. That's like one of my core memories from Women's Council.
I mean, I knew a lot of the scholars, but I didn't know them, and that's really when that's when the friendships really strengthened.
I just remember thinking like, wow, this is just so cool that I'm hanging out with older kids on a trip to Nashville, Tennessee.
I have these older kids that care about me and are checking on me and want to sit with me at dinner and ask about how I'm doing, and being on that trip with a group, all different ages, different council members and everything, was cool to feel like, oh, Ole Miss isn't just this one club or the Grove or your major. Ole Miss is like so much more.
Studying abroad is definitely up there. I mean, I had never been on a plane before, and just to think about the first time going on a plane is a 9-hour trip from Atlanta to Dublin, Ireland, is really scary. But the Women's Council really, in preparation for that, made me feel like you have all the boxes checked, you have your passport, but like that never would have been possible without the Women's Council.
It helped me kind of have a lot more confidence going into my 4.5-month spring semester of my junior year study abroad in Urbino, Italy, where I was in a really small town. I was one of only 2 Americans, and it was a little medieval fortified city. It's where Raphael's from, so it was like a really cool cultural place to be, and I had friends from all over the European Union.
I went to Salerno, Italy on the GLC, and so I got 6 hours of credit. I learned Italian way more there, and I was able to talk to all the locals. So all around awesome experience. Absolutely wouldn't have gone without the GLC.
Yeah, I traveled to Vienna, Austria, and Geneva, Switzerland. I got to add a little bit of international affairs flavor to my policy education, specifically by hanging out at the United Nations and meeting a lot of folks there. I feel so fortunate that I get to, apply for programs like that and receive funding like that.
Going to Florence, Italy was definitely like one of the main highlights of college. I mean, thankfully, because of the GLC, I was able to have a lot of it covered and taken care of, where I could enjoy my time in Italy.
I just want to say I will be forever grateful for your generosity, and this scholarship, not only financially, but it's just changed me as a person. I always wanted to go to Ole Miss, but I never would have been able to be a part of the programming experiences and meet so many incredible women.
Favorite memory is probably having Dolly on campus. I remember just everything about Oxford was just buzzing. Like it was magical for like that entire week. And then whenever we actually, got to present her with the Legacy Award, and she was over at the Ford Center, Women's Council was like, yeah, let's put you on stage with her. Let's have you up there with the, boys and girls clubs and talk to her a little bit. And whenever you get to talk to Dolly Parton about your grandma, and she says that she likes the curly hair, it's pretty special.
I always like to tell people that because of the Ole Miss Women's Council, I was able to meet Dolly Parton. And that just leads to a whole conversation about what the Ole Miss Women's Council is and why Dolly Parton was at Ole Miss and all.
Whenever I think about my Women's Council experience, I think it means everything to me, especially with regards to all the growth and change that I've been through in college.
You guys made my college experience what it is, and you made me the person that I am today. Thank you for the confidence, for the mentorship, for the skills, for everything.
There's a lot of ways you can donate money, and there's a lot of ways you can donate your time. There's no way where you can do it like this, where you're pouring into someone so much. And thank you for the inspiration, because I hope that someday I can pour into other people like y'all have into me.
And they just take so much time to just pour into us, to just give us literally anything that we need, to give us mentorship, scholarship, philanthropy, and they've just taught us so much. And it's been great to form connections with them, and I also feel like they've really inspired us to one day do the same for maybe someone else.
It's cool to be reminded that people really care about making the world a better place, and that's shown a lot in the Women's Council.
My whole college experience has been the Ole Miss Women's Council. It is because of the Ole Miss Women's Council that I've been able to have this college experience that make it so special and so different from anything else on this campus. And to me now, the Ole Miss Women's Council is not just a scholarship. It's a community. It's a group of people lifting you to become the best version of yourself. It's a community of people who want you to pour into others. And I think that's something that's so important that I wish every young student on this campus had the opportunity to learn from.
they call it the Velvet Ditch for a reason. Like, it's just the most special place that I've been, and everyone cares so much about you. And I mean, I think the Women's Council really exemplifies what Oxford is and what Mississippi is. Like, all of the good parts are shown in the Women's Council.
Especially within the state of Mississippi, you know, we're finding ways to actively seek how to make our communities better. And the Ole Miss Women's Council is literally teaching us how to do that and exemplifying that, making Mississippi a better place.
And what do you want to say to the donors and council members?
Oh, thank y'all. Okay, can I read a quote? I have a quote on my phone. Okay. This is a quote stolen from Robert Kayad, also stolen from Miley, who showed me the quote. But it's in his book, and it says, okay, it's kind of long. Can I read it? Yeah. I was certainly fortunate, more fortunate than I deserved, but I guess that's one of the definitions of grace. Throughout the years, I felt a deep frustration with my inability to express to God, family, and friends my gratitude for this wonderful life. When I look back on my life, the sacred places I've been, the fascinating people I've encountered, and the challenges God assembled for me, I'm humbled and profoundly grateful. Like, I think that the quote that's like, I can't express my gratitude enough